What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy J Star. Finally here, man. I know it's been 2 days already went by and I'm just getting into this first look, but it's been a busy week for me. Got right here up my short. I can't play the sound, but as y'all know, the ones that have been here since last year when I started the channel for last season, I am an actor. Mentioned that before, mentioned that a few times more last year. I haven't really talked about it this year, because we've been on strike and stuff like that. So, been kind of laying low when it comes to that. Still doing auditions and things like that. But I did film a cool little spot with, Allen Iverson, man, this freaking summer. It was really crazy. It just came out. Had to wait, for the basketball season to begin. So I'm just gonna let it play real quick so y'all can see me, guarding my favorite all-time player, Allen Iverson here. I have the sound off because it doesn't sound good. You just go ahead and just go to the channel down here, man, and y'all can go, play with the sound so y'all can listen to it because it's really funny. But here it goes, man. This mess is funny, man. So it's Kevin Hart at the beginning talking about Draftkings and new offer and stuff like that. This is me right here, y'all. Sticking Allen Iverson is crazy. Getting crossed over. Oh man. So yeah, and then Kevin Hart said something really funny right here. Hopefully some of y'all have seen it if y'all did watch basketball last night. It came on during the Laker game and of course during the what was that? The Warriors game 2 playing Phoenix Suns. So yeah, man, that's your boy though, getting crossed over by my all-time favorite player, man, in the NBA. It was a great moment just being able to meet him, and of course, and he's a really cool guy and everything too. So look at this mess. This is crazy. Come on now. Why? I don't know why I had to, be done like this, but yeah, as y'all can tell, the face is almost exactly the same as my emoji. So, but let's get into this week, man. Let's get it started, man. So we got the first look here, man. We just gonna go through. My bad. I don't want to think I'm too far over here. Let's go. So we got Houston and Carolina here. Looks like it's gonna be Stroud. Maybe Pierce actually can do something, against the Carolinas defense because I think they're the worst. Or what is? Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, they're second worst right now, giving up fantasy points to running backs. It looks like it's gonna be Collins to stack with him. Dale has also done well, but Collins has the matchup, so I would say a Collins and Stroud should be able to work there. On the other side here, though, we got Bryce Young, and it's looking like, the running back could be in play if, we don't know which one is really going to play for sure because we know Hubbard could start if somehow Sanders is not able to go. So either one of those running backs could be in play there. 4,900 is really cheap too, so that's really crazy. Also, though, for this side, it's looking like they've been going to Thielen. So it's still just Thielen, I guess, from this side of the field. Otherwise, also, if he was to actually target Hurts, but he hasn't been targeting him since, man, yeah, just not at all really. I thought week one, yeah, I was gonna say week one, I thought he was targeted, but since then it hasn't been any targets to him. So that's about it from that side of the game there. We're gonna move on to the Rams and Dallas here. It looks like we got Stafford, and it is going to more likely be Cup here because they play a man style defense. So doesn't benefit Puka like I told y'all before. If anytime Puka's going against zone, I'm taking him. But this is a man style defense. I think they're gonna have to go more to Cup. Crazy. And on the other side here, we're looking at Prescott with Pollard is kind of in play here. Since that is one of the players they have been going to in zone and actually has had success. Besides that, it's looking like Lamb has had really good success, and since the Rams are known to give up points to tight end, and the Cowboys play 12, they should be able to go to these three right here and have some success there. Moving on to the next game here, we got Minnesota and Green Bay. We got Cousins. Definitely one of these running backs could do something. I just don't know if they're going to end up going to Akers a little bit more because he had more success last game. So I don't know for sure to lean towards Akers a little bit since he probably pass catching. I feel like he definitely should be better than Madison. But just actual running, I don't know which one they're going to use the most. But their running backs would definitely be in play here. It's been more the slot wide receivers been doing good, but if Jair is not able to go, then we already know Addison is going to be the best player there. Also, I would say Let's see. Yeah, it's just probably Addison is probably their best player. If Jair is playing in, is maybe more leaning towards like a Powell since I think he is the one that's in the slot right now. So yeah. And then of course, yeah, Hawkinson is going to be in play since they're going to give him those 5 to 7 yard a dot. Like he's always going to be in play then with something like that. Um, Moving on to the other side of this game, though, we got Love. If Aaron Jones is still going to be limited, it's going to be very hard, I feel like, still for Love to have a really good game. But who he has been targeting in the zone has been Dobbs. So I expect more, like, at least some type of success coming from him. Other than that, Musgrave has a decent matchup, but I don't know if his injury is going to clear. Yeah, he's not practicing. I don't even know if he's going to even play this week. So I would say Dobbs is going to be the best bet there if you're trying to do a Love stack. Moving on here, we got New Orleans and the Colts here. This should be a really good game. There's a lot of what I want to say here. A lot of cornerbacks that aren't really that good for the Colts. Should be a really good game for Carr. Kamara, should be definitely in play. He's getting like slot. I would say didn't practice. I thought. Yeah, I was about to say I thought it was questionable for him. So he's been getting like a lot of slot type receiver. It's getting like number one receiver type targets here. This is crazy. Like 14, 8, 14. Like that's crazy. So he's definitely going to be like their new slot receiver basically. Chris Olave is in a really good spot, and also even Michael Thomas is in a good spot. It's a person who they've been going to too. The cornerback is out on his side, already labeled as out. So that's going to be really big for him. 4,900 he possibly could hit, especially with Olave getting arrested this week. Who knows if they give any punishment at all to that. If so, though, Michael Thomas will be even a better play. Also, the tight ends could be in play too as well because they have a good matchup. It's just if Juwan Johnson is completely out, that helps Hill. If he's back, then then possibly Juwan Johnson takes that instead from him. On the other side, though, here. Let's see, get off of that. We got Minshew. Jonathan Taylor looked pretty good last game. Looks like I think he had more rush attempts too. Yep. And got into the goal line. It's a home back, and they're going to use both of these backs, even though it looks like Zach is questionable. So if he doesn't play, then Jonathan Taylor becomes even a better play, I guess. So you could say he could get some dumps and things like that. Even if they was down, I still feel like Jonathan Taylor could be really good. Besides that, it's definitely Downs is in the best spot here, going against a slot cornerback that I think is ranked like number 10th in the league right now, going for a man defense too at that. So he's giving up a lot of yards, man. So it's definitely where he needs to go, and he's been going to him a lot already and having really good success. So I definitely see a Downs and Minshew being able to work there. On to the next game here. Excuse me, y'all. So we got New England and the Dolphins. Didn't I see an injury here? Is it the running backs? Yeah, so ankle injury for now for Mostert. Gotta keep monitoring that 'cause that's a big deal, especially because Mostert gets hurt all the time and stuff like that. So he was in a pretty good spot here, and we know we would definitely have him there. For Miami, though, it's looking like for sure they definitely Hill is number 3 wide receiver going against a man-style defense, so he's still going to be a great play, man. We saw that they're going to find ways to get him the ball, even if Waddle was out. So I just think they're going to mix it up so many ways, and he could be more part of the run if somehow Mostert is too injured or something like that. Also, though, if Mostert is out, I guess we probably will have a savings here at running back too. Let's look at that because I thought, where is he at? Jeff Wilson Jr. Yeah, if he's able to go this week and Mostert somehow cannot go, we'll have a cheap running back here at 4,500. So that's really cool. Think that's it for that side. And then for Mac Jones side, I told y'all as long as the tight end is in play, Mac Jones is gonna be in play. As y'all saw, I think just last week, right? Buffalo threw to his tight end, and 19 points, man. Every time he can have his tight ends is when he does good. Like Philly gave up tight ends, like Miami already gave up tight ends before he had 14 points, and now he's $5,000. He could definitely do well, man, against this defense here because probably is down still somehow in this game. He could be down big. Also, I think Miami is giving up what is it? So they're giving up the tight end, so we know both of the tight ends is going to be in play because they run 12. Jaceki seems to keep getting touchdowns, I thought, but I guess not. I thought he did, but just one time this time. I thought he had touchdowns in his Philly game, but it was Henry. So let's see. So, and he's questionable now. Would kind of be cool if he ended up not being able to play, because then we got a cheap tight end to go to and taking Jaceki for 2,700 there, because that would be like probably, excuse me, the one of the best stacks I would think to go with Mac Jones there. Besides that, let me see, is it? No, I thought it was gonna be Bourne was probably one of the best plays here, but no, I think Bourne does better against zone style defenses. So yeah, it would be just the tight ends there to go with Mac Jones. And then we move on, man. Got the Jets and the Giants here. I think both side running backs is in play really. Both of these teams has been giving up the run, and this is a home game either way, so it doesn't really matter. When it comes to Daniel Jones, I feel like if he plays, the Giants probably do worse. But he might be back. And then we, like I said, Barkley would be in play. It also definitely Waller will be in play. That's really, I think, the best plays here. Yeah, it's definitely the best plays here. So either way, if Tyrod plays, these would be the other two people I would end up playing with them. When it comes to Zach Wilson, though, we got Brees Hall, and it's looking like the Giants is giving up wide out receivers, but man, like he has had a hard time getting the ball to anybody because Lazard actually has the best matchup here. So 3,400. I don't know if he's even targeting him really. Not really at all. So it's not really much to take with Zach Wilson right now, man. So hopefully Rodgers is able to come back soon to save that. We got Jacksonville and Pittsburgh here. So Trevor's in a really good spot here. Let me see. So yeah, a lot of his weapons do well against this zone style defense Pittsburgh plays, which they throw in a little bit of man sometimes, but they're giving up already running back and wide receiver. So we definitely got to say ETN, Kirk, and Ridley is in play. I think I would say though, yeah, it's crazy because Ridley is actually doing really, really well against zone style defenses. So even he's doing better than Ridley. I know this is a good matchup for Ridley though when it comes to cornerbacks and things like that. So possibly really breaks out, but I wouldn't mind taking a shot again at Kirk too, just in case like it goes the other way there. But yeah, so that's it for Trevor Lawrence side things from that game. Let's see what we got though for Pickett side. He's actually can do something here, man. Like let's look because I believe it's supposed to be. Who is it? Yeah, one of his receivers should be able to do good. Just right now, we don't have enough stats on them doing well. So I would lean to it being Pickens, though, because this is a man-style defense. He probably could break free. So Pickett to Pickens, man, could work out again for this game because they could be down pretty big, too, taking some shots late in the game. Atlanta and Tennessee, man, Ritter has just been, doing really good. Definitely Bijan is going to be in play if he's okay and everything because what was just illness or something like that. So hopefully he gets healthy in time because he has been doing well against the zone defenses here. Besides that, we definitely got London to stack with Ritter here. He should be able to do well here. They've been getting him the ball, but also who's been playing really good against zone has been Jonnu Smith, man. He's done the best against the zone over Pitts. So I would definitely lean more to him, and you get to save some money too, because otherwise, Pitts costs $3,800, so you get a $300 difference. You can switch off either one since they both are getting usage, and and getting used a lot at that. But definitely, it looks like so far the production has gone to Jonnu Smith a little bit more, like almost nearly 100 yards more too at that. So then we got Philly versus Washington, man. Hurts, man, as long as he's not hurt. He's in play for another big game here. It sucks that it is his knee, though, I would say, because we know he uses his knees and his legs to rush in those touchdowns and those 1 yard runs for the fourth downs and things like that. But as long as he's out there and play, we got A.J. Brown, who's like the number one receiver in the league going against a man defense. So definitely got to stack, with him. And then also Goddard is in play here. So this would be where I would be looking to stack with Hurts. And we know he only usually throws like one touchdown. So just doing skinny stacks with him usually works. On the other side here, Howell has been having the worst Man, he did not come through this last weekend. Like I thought he was gonna, do better. Got fooled by the week before, but it's good. Like I see now, like his line doesn't protect, so he really doesn't have much to work with here. His best player here is, I believe, it's not, is it McLaurin or is it Dotson? Dotson actually has the better matchup, and then also, so it's Dotson has the better matchup here, and then it's also really Logan Thomas. Like we know the Eagles been giving up tight ends, so if they have any different game plan or can hold up, at all for him to see down the field, I would think he probably at least could get to seeing Logan Thomas. Maybe he won't have time in the pocket to sit back there and throw deep to Dotson, but maybe definitely dumping it off to Thomas will be his best bet there. Other than that, keep it moving to this next game. We got Cleveland and Seattle here. Geno should have a tough time here, man. I don't really have much like weapons to go with. We did see Downs be able to do well against Cleveland. So if somehow DK is not able to go and JSN is getting in again at that slot, possibly JSN is able to work. But this is a hard defense. Geno doesn't really have good receivers going against man defenses, so I think he'll have a tough time here, actually. Excuse me, y'all. And then it looks like Deshaun, I don't even think he's going to play, man. He's been, let's see. Oh. Yep. So he's not going to play. So we got PJ Walker here, 4,800. And then we got no Ford. Hunt is questionable too. Okay. But Hunt should be able to play. I don't think the Seahawks they're not giving up that many points, but saying 17 points. So 17 points should be good enough. Like if he can get that for you at 5,200, yeah, he should be able to do well. Also, he is a pass catching back too, I thought. So yeah, he does catch and everything too. So that helps. 5,200, cheap running back right there. Maybe he catches some, more catches for him in this game. Besides that, Amari Cooper's on the road. We know how that goes. Really can't take him, but he is their best receiver. But we do like to target the slot anyways for Seattle. So we got Elijah Moore at 4,100 if you want to come off of not playing Cooper. Definitely he's in a good spot. And I believe, Njoku is in a decent spot too as well. But he hasn't I don't know what's been going on. He had 9 targets at least. So finally, at least they did attack. I didn't even realize they even attacked it because it was a weakness here for the Colts. And at least they attacked it. If he can get 9 targets this week and stay healthy and everything, he definitely could be in play too as well. So then we're going to move it on. And let's go to Baltimore and Arizona here. This should be a really good game. Let me make sure there's nothing. Practice fully. Wonder if he's going to get activated or not. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get activated or they'll hold him out one more week for Kyler Murray here. If not, we got Dobbs. It's going to be probably a tough matchup anyways, period, because Baltimore's defense is really tough. And I don't really have much that's showing up really good for the Arizona Cardinals here, but I would say possibly Brown. He has at least scored against man defenses. So 5,200, a touchdown. Maybe he breaks free, and gets some crazy yards or somehow or something like that. If they're down big, I mean, we already saw what St. Brown was able to do. They're down big. We can even look at Dermacado. Like, they could be dumping it off and then trying to hit Marquise Brown a lot of targets to these two. And they can still end up getting there. Because if Lamar ends up coming out playing the way I think he will, his running backs are in play. I just don't know which one is going to be. Because last week, I think that's why Edwards is so high. Or no. Okay, so we got Hill, who I thought was getting like goal line carries. It felt like. Yeah, because he got 2 here and he got 1 there. But then we have, where is that? Edwards here, who just hit he had 21 points. The only thing is, of course, it was a blowout. They don't even really go to these backs that much and everything to me, or have a lot of success with it. It's more like Lamar steals the touchdowns from them and things like that. But he had a big catch for 80 yards. Just 1 target, 80 yards. Like, that helped everything right there. That was 9 points. So you take away that, and we're looking at another, 20 12 points, something like that type of game there from him or something. So yeah, it was just one lucky catch here. It really got him to 21 points. I don't know if we expect that to happen again. Also, like I said, the goal line carry could be taken away from by Hill or something like that, or Lamar. So don't know about the running back situation there. It usually, we do play running backs against Arizona and it works. Besides that, Flowers is definitely going to be in play here. And also, who's going to be a sneaky play here is going to be Odell Beckham. Cornerbacks are really bad here, like really bad. Slide out wide, and these two have a really good chance of hitting. If Odell gets hurt though, because we are in a dome, and you know how he's talked about that field and stuff with the domes and stuff like that, so he could possibly get hurt. If he does get hurt or something like that and can't play, then you might want to lean towards Bateman because he is another wide receiver that plays out wide. So possibly for 3,300, he could hit over Odell. But if Odell stays healthy in this game, he played really well his last game, could be warming up for a big game here. 3,800, I would definitely take shots at that. And Andrews is not in the best matchup. Arizona has gotten a lot better against tight ends now than what they were before. So now we got Kansas City and Denver here. Pat Mahomes, of course, you already know it's going to be him and Kelsey. They're in like the best spot here. And of course, if they get up huge or something like that, they'll probably lean on Pacheco to put the game away there. So those three are definitely in play there. For Russell Wilson, I don't know what to expect here. I feel like they're trying to trade away their whole team. I don't know if people even want their players though. It seems like he's just always just gonna go to Sutton. So I feel like Russell and Sutton is always the play. Besides that, that's about it. Otherwise, I feel like he will be struggling. Because I think, let's see, Dolce is on IR. So yeah, probably won't have much there to go to. Last game here, Cincinnati. Looks like we got a problem with Purdy, I saw. Yeah, entering concussion protocol. So that's crazy. I didn't even know he had a concussion, but they're right now leaning to starting Darnold. At least he's at practice right now, starting. So, playing as a starter at practice. Oh man, I mean, he's on the right team now because Darnold used to throw too much and then cause him to throw picks. But the only thing is, this matchup ain't easy. So like they will get down more than likely if they start Darnold to me and have to play catch up. And I feel like he's just gonna go into throwing picks and everything because he cannot just continue to throw. So that doesn't sound too well. If Purdy is able to go, then definitely we rolling with McCaffrey here and Ayuk. Best plays here. Without Debo, if he's still, I think he is supposed to be out too. Debo being out also opens up Kittle, and he's in a really good spot here too as well. Like I would actually kind of lean to these two a little bit more than I would even put Ayuk in there. I would take the savings and roll with Kittle instead. And then on the other side, Burrow, man, after seeing what just happened with Addison, Chase is gonna be in for mad targets. They're gonna throw him the ball like crazy, trying to attack those cornerbacks. Lenore is on the side with Chase, and that's where they should be attacking anyways. But we did see Ward get embarrassed, which he's probably gonna come back and try to bounce back hard. But he has a tough matchup on the other side with Higgins, so it could be either one of these receivers right here. I feel like to go with Burrow. It just all on how many times Burrow plans on actually targeting them and giving them opportunities to make plays. But I would lean to Chase first, and then I would take some shots at Higgins too. And that's it, man, for this full slate first look. If I'm just making a lineup off the first look at this, it's looking like I want to go with, let's see, go back and look at these games real quick. So I think I'm going to go with Carr. Like I said before, he's just in a really good spot there. He's been throwing like 300 yards, getting us that bonus for the last two games, and throwing 50 attempts. Like, come on now, like if he can't hit another 300 yards against this team, and the way the Colts are playing at home, they remind me of the new Detroit Lions. So I'm gonna roll with Olave. Hopefully they don't put no suspension or anything for him. I'm gonna also even roll with basically a double stack here with Kamara because he's the other number one receiver playing running back though. So and he's in a good spot. So I like that. I'm gonna also run this game back and take the best spot receiver here in downs, attacking that slot area on the way back. but I definitely want to play because the way the Colts is playing, like I said, they're forcing people to have to put up a lot of points, play fast, things like that, and I like that. So I definitely go with that, and then I'm also going to go with another running back, high running back here. Let's see where we at. I'm gonna still ride ETN real quick. Like he's been killing it. Like he's really been killing it, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I didn't expect this from ETN for real. Like this 14 touches, 2 touchdowns, 18 attempts. What do we got? 2 touchdowns, man. Like 2 touchdowns last 3 games. This is crazy, y'all. Like I didn't expect this. I also didn't know he was really that fast though. That was crazy. Like I didn't know he had that type of speed. So he's like bursting what like 22 mile per hour runs and stuff like that. So he's really fast. I think they have to lean on him anyways a lot here because Jacksonville has had a problem scoring in the red zone. So and he's like really helped that problem. So I really think that's gonna be the way to go for me there. And then it's looking like I also want to take one of those receivers, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with Ridley just because the number ones out wide have been able to do well against Pittsburgh. So I'll take that over taking Kirk. Even though when they do go into 12 personnel, the both of the receivers are basically kind of out wide. So unless they move out Ingram to make sure that one of those receivers play in the slot, which that would end up being in Kirk. But I'm gonna go with that. I think I'm gonna go with for my tight end here. I'm gonna go with the Eagles, man, and take Goddard. He's just consistent, man. Getting good, great targets, man. Numbers is pretty good, man, and I feel like he definitely can do well against Washington here. So I definitely want that. We got 5,900. I'm gonna go to running back Breece Hall, man. Really like that spot for him at defense. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and take a cheap defense, a rivalry defense here, coming off a huge win. I know they're going on the road here, but the way the Packers have been playing, I don't really expect much different from my Packers, man. Like they just, my God, like just we having a bad season right now. Like we got the injury bug, it feels like too. So I just feel like the Vikings catch us on the right time, and coming off a huge win for them, I definitely think they probably get some picks. Because if Love has to throw a lot, and can't lean on no running game at all, even at home. Yeah, and in a rivalry, man, yeah, definitely taking the rival defense there. So that's it with my final, first look lineup. Stay tuned. We got the top 5 this week. Positions and everything. Then we got, of course, the showdown for Thursday coming out. And then after that, we got all the other showdowns and the final look coming out on Friday. You already know. It's your boy J Star, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.